Like right now, it's recording.
Oh.
Yeah. So if we start now, I can stop it.
There I am. There I am. There I am.
Start.
Did one of those
Impromptus.
Well, no, I was saying one of that there I am thing. I was like a friend thing. Like, he's like, didn't do the boring episode. He's all like, there I am. There I am.
There I am. There. Welcome back. How's it going, everybody? But the most important thing, hold on, because exactly. Hey, everybody, welcome back out to National Players Club Garage Pod. Sitting here with before. Well, we take out the Hall of Fame game because they don't really count. So I'm sitting here with Eric Kilgore, our self-proclaimed fantasy guru. Kevin Riley. What did we have Kevin as? I forgot. I honestly forgot the nickname on set.
He doesn't remember his own.
I don't. And myself, Clint Davis, your four-time Super Bowl playoff champ, Super Bowl chump. And it's only 4. I didn't make it last year, so. I made it. Yeah.
What? He made the playoffs?
Yeah. So. Welcome back to National Players Club Garage Pod Season 4 for all those who don't speak Spanish. Salute.
And still sponsored by Sex Panther.
Sex Panther.
You
guys had me. We had him at the downside. We got stuff from Sex Panther. So, here it goes.
There's an upside and downside to this.
Yes. We are like
we actually may get this on video.
It's actually going now. Hey, Black Sex Panther.
Yeah. It's made with this and real Panther. So you know it's good. It's quite budget. Oh yeah.
So we've been saving up the real bits of Sex Panther.
No. She gets a special club.
Special.
It's called Sex Panther by OSHA. It's illegal in 9 countries.
Whereas before we spent countless hours and some of the really cool podcasts from Halloween cast to Christmas cast,
Thanksgiving one. Yes.
Number ones that we put a lot of stuff into, the call-ins, a lot of the things that went on that we thought were entertaining for us.
Yeah.
We were entertaining for you guys to watch at least something.
We were entertained.
We never were able to get them up. So this, according to our production analyst over here,
it should be recording straight to YouTube. So we will have everything. Hit the upload button, and then we'll go.
Yeah, and as streamlined and as fine-tuned as we normally look, this one might not be as streamlined and fine-tuned as we normally look.
Yeah, we kind of hit go. Wait, should I stop now?
There is no pause button.
There is no pause button.
It's gonna get.
Good as it's gonna get. According to Christopher Walken.
Which means we can't stop Kevin
From
and his play button.
Oh, we can't.
No, I do like an awful lot of like shadow.
Yes.
So I'm like on the dark side of the moon.
You are on the dark side of the moon.
That's okay. I'm alright with that.
And I've got the. Apparently, it's all about money. I don't mind. Whatever. So going in, we just pulled numbers. So we've got our setup. Brandon starts off this year with the number 1 draft pick, and followed by started hearing shit from him. It's Brandon. He started at the end of last season. No, he didn't. He actually, I talked to him earlier this week. I got a call in like April. He said he's
actually been on pause for a while.
I'm like, I thought I would have heard from you like during the draft. Or like the day after the Pro Bowl or something.
Oh, I heard you all that. But I'm saying, as of recently, when you're
like for fantasy this year, I figured,
I figured he'd be 15 mock drafts in, and I called him 2 weeks ago, and he's like,
no.
Now in the last 14 days, it's
first history. I gotta put this up. B, you are not getting AP. Is that what? Okay. Just so you know. And there is an edit tool. We don't need that.
There's a button.
No, I mean, before I upload, I can, like, watch, edit. We don't need Maybe I can put little smiley faces over his hands or something. Just for fun.
So, anyway,
Charlie Sheen here.
We got to a point where a handful of us, me included, were chopping the bit to try full numbers.
Which we were supposed to do, like, next week.
Well, we kind of figured out, like, we're with a lot of stuff going on with friends and family and vacations and things and happening that we're just trying to figure stuff out. We just decided that if we got at least 60% of the crew there and everyone was like on the same page and we're in full numbers. And on Sunday we were able to get something 7 of the 12 there, give or take. So we pulled what we could, contacted everybody. Bella pulled for Brandon, so Bella, you're off my Christmas list. You got the number 1 pick, and he's drafting in the first round, which makes it even worse. Tree,
number 2. But she's guaranteed to hold over Jamal Charles in the first round, because I think that's about who falls on her.
Yeah. I'm gonna recap our first round holdovers. I just wanted to Bernie 3, John 4, Eric with the 5th pick, Clint middle of the road, Devo right behind him. And that actually, that was a dead hole. That was one I've had for like the last 3 years, like right in the middle.
So it's like father, like son?
This is the first, I always wanted the wheel pick at the end.
Yeah.
Because you gotta go back to back. But this is the first year I was drafting the first round, and I wanted the first round pick because I wanted to like vibe for the same things that Brandon's going for. He's giving up, and players that I still have on my team and being drafted in the 6th round. We're not gonna go down there right now. We already did. So dead hole, Clint, Devin. Yeah, well, it's the middle one. You know, it's good. You don't have to wait 22 picks before you pick again. Yeah. But you're also.
I'm always waiting.
You don't see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, you don't get to like plan that next jump because you're one or two spots away.
Yeah.
Devin gets the 7th pick. Christine gets the 8th pick. Mike, congrats, Super Bowl win. Names on the trophy. It's behind us. You've seen it. You're all playing cards the other night. Sorry, your cards couldn't play a little bit better, but I appreciate that. Someone needed to cover the new table.
Wasn't here, but yeah.
And new ring, first person with the new ring will be unveiled. Unveiled.
Hungry?
It's a rolling thing. We don't have a little pause button. So it's unveiled on draft day, which is still, we're kind of tossing around some different ideas. Going George's, Nikki's again, here, wherever everyone wants to agree on the best place to be. Go.
I just need a day so I can plan to have it all.
Still shooting for Labor Day Sunday. That way everybody has, school's already started, but everyone gets a break. The next day off. I know there's a lot of stuff going on. People going out of town. People have to be drafting via
telephone,
Skype. And,
on the plus side, Mike's not on the other side of the world to draft.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's
it doesn't really matter. He can set his iPod up or iPad and leave and let it draft for him.
Yeah.
I will tell you this though. Mike, I'm gonna give you like a little bit of something because a few years ago you were over in Iraq, or Afghanistan, wherever you were, doing what you did.
Black Ops,
Jersey. Yeah, Jersey. But we appreciate what you did. And drafted by Sky. But you didn't win.
No, that was actually the first year. Okay, pull off hers. Otherwise, she was going to be the Buffalo Bills of our fantasy league. That would have been her 3rd trip there without a win. But she won. Got her name up there.
Yeah, she beat me that year.
But she'd be the equivalent of our league.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. So I did make the Super Bowl because I played Erica that year. She beat me whenever she won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I did finally make the Super Bowl. I'm no longer the Super Bowl champ.
Playoff champ, Super Bowl champ.
No, I made the Super Bowl.
No winning.
It's not a chump. I'm not a 3-time loser. Oh, what's that?
Devo, Christine, Mike in the 9th spot, Kevin at number 10. And still on 8. I finish off at 11, and George at number 12, which George, 2nd year later, he was a little kind of on the fence coming back this year, but I think we squashed a lot of those problems. We're going to rectify the new system with ESPN, and I think it's streamline a lot of this. And every year, there's always going to hiccups that we always have to address.
There's the political soapboxing that goes through.
That's always going to be there, but I think one of the big problems last year was the new waiver wire system, and that wasn't put in place, and that was my fault. It was a new system. I didn't sit down when we did put all the players in, and I had to basically erase our entire league to change it. And in lieu of doing that, I had to basically do it by hand. And believe me, that would have been my first choice, knowing what the end result was going to be. So we'll have that in place. That'll be taken care of. and address a couple of issues before we actually draft that tape. But so George being at number 12, that's our setup lineup and our snake draft going there up and down.
Up and down. No side to side.
That said, do you guys want to look at the first round, or you want to talk about some stuff and injuries and maybe notes and just random stuff?
Well, I mean, let's talk about first round. We can pause, go ahead and do an upload, make sure everything takes, and we'll do like a short segment, 15-minute segment or whatever.
Yeah, I think I've got a
then it gives us time. That gives us time to cliff note some of the stuff we want to go over.
I've got a closest to a current top 300 PPR list, which is what we'll basically pull our holdovers.
We're pulling that from
ESPN.
There, yeah, everybody heard that, right? ESPN top 300 PPR.
Now that makes John has something we wanted to look at.
Yeah,
that's we brought up and voted on.
We talked about it last year too. It's a site where you can go in and set up
and
custom
change,
New York,
and we tried
and it'll give you
that
the
day.
top.
I have my take on it. He has his take on it. Everyone else gets to weigh in on it and makes a decision. For the sake of argument, and for the sake of this podcast, I'm only looking at these notes because this is what I have in front of me.
Right.
So if nothing changes, then we'll go off of that. But
unfortunately, tonight Aaron is the only one that has something.
I'm the only one with production notes.
Yeah. I have production value.
I have whiskey, so
he has catering.
Yeah. As most nights go on the podcast.
Now we just need like background dancers and
girls.
That's the background dancers.
Hoochie girls.
All right. Well, let's take a look at round one.
Round one.
Round one, based off of the ESPN CPR top 300.
Aaron's notes.
We're looking at AP right first in your hands. Now, I made a trade with you earlier on in the season. Hindsight being 2020, probably never would have done it. It didn't help me at all. And I basically picked up Eddie Lacy I would have been holding him in like the 5th or 6th, maybe even 7th round. Now he's sitting at the
This spot?
6th spot right now. 6th spot right now. So you own both. But as a holdover, and everyone gets 4, and something else Michael brought up, and we can address this later, but Michael wanted to push it from 4 to 5.
I think 4 is fine.
Well, it's something we can bring up.
I'm good with 5, and I'm good with 4. I'm good with 5. I'm good with anything close to, as long as we split the difference between that and our total overall pick. So it's not in the complete
always done 4.
No, we've had 1, 2, 3. We've had many years you've been in the league. We've actually squashed the ball, started fresh again. Over the last 14 years we've done this. We've pretty much run the full gamut.
Yeah.
Largely in part before because there was always new people coming in, so we didn't want to monopolize certain players for the new players that came in. That being said, and since we have about 90% this year, 100% of all the same teams coming back, it's getting closer to a dynasty league. I've found, and this is my own take, and I'll shut up after this, after about 4 players, even 3, sometimes a 5th becomes obsolete because not that I wouldn't want to take a 10th round player because I'm not getting defense I really like in the position that I'm getting that, but I'm hard pressed to find 5 times in a position because we do ours almost about the round that they're going at. I can find 5 people that fit exactly that are going to give me value. Yeah. So I mean, I think we open it up. It's there. It's not like where we were at before. No one's getting 2 first round picks, because they got 2 holdovers. They're still going to have to take them in the round they're going. So that's my take on it.
And I'm good with that. I mean, I think anything more than 4 is too much. You start getting like 5 players. I mean, because
I'm not crazy.
if you think of 4 players, you have a quarterback, a running back, or wide receiver, and either a second wide receiver or running back.
You have 75% of your starting line.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. A lot of times, and I've been looking at some of these drafts with everyone and their holdovers, there's a lot of times where people are going to only take 3, I'll say the top 7 of their starting line. I had 4, and I was even sometimes looking at going, I'm not even taking my 4.
Right.
But there might be 4, and then all of a sudden, I just really want Adam Vinatieri. I want Pat Stevens. I want,
Joe Bob that just walked on the field.
Just because that's your defense and you want them for whatever reason. And then maybe the 12th round picks. I mean, you might go that deep in on them, but for the most part, those first couple, I'd be hard pressed to see anyone take 5 in the first 5 rounds. I'd be hard pressed to see anyone take 4 in the first 5 rounds.
Exactly.
Just because they're not always going to give them because
Best
if you do a
value.
snake draft, it's never going to give them the best value for it.
Yeah. I know
So,
the last couple of years.
I don't mind opening it up, but
Well, like the last couple of years, I've had like the bottom of round 1, a couple in round 2, but I've only kept one of those and moved around some others that I thought were a better value, and left my first round open. That way, I can pick up the best available or whatever could fall to me, you know. And so it's.
Here's the point. I don't think we actually have.
I have nothing in the first
until
4.
the 5th round. That being said, I think Trudy and Brandon own 6 of the 12 picks
in round 2.
Yep.
So
So that only gives them 1 pick apiece, and the other one's going to go away anyway. So those are picks they would use, so it would be something that fell down later anyway. So, I mean, it's
half a dozen on.
Yeah, 6 of one,
Yeah,
half a dozen other, okay, so that was Adrian Peterson, Jamal Charles, and these are my just guesstimations of kind of where we're looking at. I'm only gonna like recap round 1, maybe round 2. We start getting too many things. It's more of me just guessing stuff than anything else. But Jamal Charles and Trudy.
Oh yeah,
I think
she's
that's
gone.
foregone conclusion,
That's
right?
gone.
LaShawn McCoy and Mike at 3. And this is not necessarily in the order they're picking at, but their particular order, they're basically locked up. So if I compare that to actually the order people are picking, Brandon's holding over. Let's say you hold AP. Let's hypothetically say that you take AP at round.
AP is.
Chances are you're
Whatever. You got AP.
Yeah, he is clearly with Team DCL.
You got AP at the 10th pick,
contract
and right now he's
10th
going
pick, number 1.
Yeah, so it was ridiculous for you not to. Be possibly looking at Calvin Johnson or taking your throwback in Eddie Lacy. Jamal Charles.
I think he's going Calvin Johnson.
I think he's going to go with Calvin Johnson too, but you know it's Brand. You never know. He may just freak out and go, "I want Drew Brees." Again,
or
I live and die by Drew Brees.
Yeah, he might want a kicker in his first round.
Did you see that the punter finally got inaugurated into the Hall of Fame? First punter ever, all time, was drafted in the first round by the Oakland Raiders. This is back when Madden was still coaching the team.
Yep.
And the funny thing was that they were all kind of goofing on him, but the guy actually was playing a huge role in actually winning them.
The big
Super Bowls.
jumping, grabbing, and still drops and punts and
was
down the field.
It's insane. But anyways, so Trudy Jamal Charles, Eddie Lacy, assuming B takes Calvin Johnson and you're sitting on AP, Eddie Lacy would be the first open spot to Bernie, where she doesn't have a holdover in round 1. So I'm looking at her taking possibly the first available player, which possibly be, let's say, Eddie Lacy. John, mad pig, man in love. Erica's got Marshawn Lynch. Okay, I was trying to destroy that.
We don't.
Okay, Erica, Marshawn Lynch, and that falls to the next open spot with you. Okay, and this opens up a lot of scenarios because you've got Devin right behind you, sitting on a trade via me with Jimmy Graham, Christine behind that with Matt Forte, Mike's already held Sean McCoy, Kevin behind him with AP, and then 2 open spots with me and George after that. So you're the first person after what would seem to be the most obvious pick and Bernie's best available. That's where it starts getting interesting. And you're looking at people like
DeMarco
Murray, Darius Thomas, Doug Martin, possibly if Devin doesn't want to go, use his first round pick on a tight end, Jimmy Graham's there.
Yeah, and maybe
if
because I talked
Calvin
to
Johnson doesn't get taken,
maybe
and
Drew Brees might be there.
I think Brees is going to be there. But you might want to go Brees.
Actually, I was watching a little film on him yesterday evening. They were talking about how he's looking better in camp this year and putting the ball down the field more accurately than he has in the last couple of years, and just old form Drew Brees. So there's
I like to take
possibilities.
good form Drew Brees. There's a reason Jimmy Graham is a #1 pick at tight end. Somebody's throwing.
Yeah.
And that somebody is Drew Brees.
Well, I mean, at his height and size, you know, I could probably have a 40 threshold and launch get over a defender's head, and he could still come down with it and score.
Here's your biggest argument with Drew Brees. He plays well. He's getting up in years, as is Brady, as is Manning, as is a couple of other quarterbacks out there. Brees plays well at home in the dome. He doesn't statistically play well on the road. So, based on what he's looking at via the schedule, you got to kind of look at that and go, well, is he going to be my stay in the lineup every week quarterback for 16 weeks, or do I have to pick up a quarterback to offset him?
Weeks. You got to look at it's probably like 12
schedule.
12 weeks. Well, no, he's talking about like the overall. Yeah. That towards the end of the season, whenever we're in our playoffs and all that, is he going to be about like is he more at home or is he more away?
Right, but we're playing 16 weeks of football.
We
16 weeks before you go to.
No, but we go to playoffs. Yes. You know, at week 14.
Okay. Don't you want your #1 pick to be your quarterback in the playoffs?
So much for 15-minute first round. Yeah. But I mean, you're not looking at 16 weeks as you do in the NFL. You are looking at 16 weeks in the NFL. That's what we're saying.
Let me finish the thought, because I want to hear why it's not 16 weeks.
So, I mean, obviously 16 weeks. Because, I mean, week 15, 16 in the NFL, if they have made the playoffs, obviously, you know, hand over fist, you know, made the playoffs. You know, obviously, Drew Brees, we'll take Drew Brees as an example. For example, the Saints have, you know.
You're saying they're going to sit him going into weeks 15, 16?
Possibly.
No. That happens in week 17. It doesn't happen in week 16. And my argument for that is you have Peyton Manning that put up 52 touchdowns last year. They had his hands out walking into that stuff, and he was still in there throwing 4, 5, 6 touchdowns a game. Right. My argument, and what's more upsetting, is the fact that if you draft Drew Brees, his week 1 game is against Seattle, San Francisco. What? I want to say Seattle. I think one of the arguably somebody.
I think Dallas has San Fran.
Arguably somebody that if you drafted him, if you drafted a second quarterback, let's say it's Carson Palmer or Jay Cutler or somebody that 10, 8, 9, 10th round quarterback, you would actually be looking at week 1, possibly starting that person via the matchup over the person you just drafted in round 1 or 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we pause this?
If I pause, I think it stops. We can find out.
Forever?
Indefinitely forever. So,
can we do like 2 rounds?
Yeah, we can do 2 rounds. We're doing that. It's episode 1.1. 1.1, season 4, blah, 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 blah.
Did we finish? How long is that?
We're at 23 minutes.
23 minutes? Where are we at?
Jimmy Graham, Peyton Manning, Demarius Thomas.
Hey, let's it's a cliffhanger. I'm still wanting to find out what's going on with Mark Murray, Doug Martin, Demarius Thomas, and Jay Lacey.
Yeah. Debacle.
So yeah, let's if we can pause it, come back.
We're gonna try to pause and come back. If it doesn't work,
we need to find bits of sex.
You drink more Jägermeister. That's what we. Sex encourage. Sex pack.
Maybe next time I'll find myself not in the dark side.
I don't know. We're voting shadow.
We'll be back. Y'all stick around.
If we lose y'all together, appreciate listening to the first 20 minutes.
Deuces.